Eurovision 2022. I got a new video. Alesia Michelle, I'm ready to go. Eurovision fam, are you ready for the show? Hello, Eurovision fam. It's Alesia Michelle. I am so excited to be going live right now to just bring this info to you live, full, and in effect. Today was like really day one for those of us who are covering this as press. So this was feeling sort of like our first like real working day. And for me, feeling like, okay, I'm dusting off, you know. It's not like I was on the ground in Rotterdam. And so now I'm like back on the ground, like doing all of this stuff. And so it's a little bit of like, am I rusty? Am I not? All right. But I see some of y'all are already here. Hello from Greece. Hello, so many folks from Greece. Oh my goodness. We got Spain in the building. We got Estonia in the building. Hey. How am I? I'm doing well. It's currently raining a lot right now. It just hit me that I'm like, I don't know when the press room is closing, so we'll see how long we get to do the stream for. To me, I'm like, this should last, till 8 o'clock, right? I hope you can hear me well. I know some people have been having sound issues with recording because we are in sort of this like tent-like temporary structure. So once the storm came and all the rain was coming down, some people probably had interviews that was just like, shh, in the background, just like this nice, like, shh, all right. Hello, we got folks from Croatia, Ireland's in the building. Just so many people. Cyprus is in the building. Hello, folks. All right. We could kind of kick this off. If you've got questions, maybe pop them in the chat. I have been doing my reactions in bite-sized pieces, so then it'd be easy for folks to dive in sort of after the pack and find out where I was sort of at, as opposed to just like, hopping into like one whole live stream. And so I did that last year. I will do that again this year. But this was an interesting first day, I would say. So let's talk about it. Antonio says, people are underrating Croatia. Changed my mind. Here's the thing. I think Croatia is not being served by the running order. I do think that the song is slightly derivative, and that might be where some people aren't really checking for it because they're like, oh, this just reminds me of insert, Taylor Swift song from like her first 2 albums maybe. And I think that we're kind of maybe in that space. But I will say, I do think the staging is lovely for this. I think that she looks good in the face and the hair, but the dress is too heavy. I think that the dress is dragging the performance down, and almost, it really does kind of look like a little bit of a David's bridal prom dress. And I just really like the sort of modern, fresh, young girl styling that she was kind of giving us in the national selection. I think that actually will contrast and fit the performance a little bit better, and I think do a better job at selling it to people. It's not my type of song, but I do think it's a nice song, and I do think it is kind of one of those songs that sometimes shakes the fandom, and it's like, wait, this qualified? How did that happen? It's like, well, it's an easy listening, kind of nice, sweet song, and I think she delivers it well vocally, so there's that. Okay, hold on. I think they close at 7. That's what I've heard, but I'm probably wrong. Well, it's 7:03 now. So I don't know if someone's going to be kicking me out, but I also will say that it's raining like cats and dogs, so I would prefer to not have to leave here right now with it raining like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would leave it open for just an hour, see if it could die down a little bit. My favorite rehearsal today. Well, Greece definitely made me emotional. It was one of the songs that I was looking forward to seeing, and I mean, it delivered, because, sometimes we can be let down, so we have to keep that in mind. And I definitely was prepared to be let down by Greece, but luckily that didn't happen, thank God. Next, I would say Ukraine kind of won me over a little bit because, look, I wasn't really feeling the rap part in the song, but I think most of why I wasn't feeling the rap part in the song was because I had the visual of what they did at the national selection, which was sort of small scale and felt a little bit more organic and not as like slick and polished. Now what they're doing on the Eurovision stage is really slick and polished, so they won me over. Latvia also won me over with the performance today. I think Latvia is qualifying now. Yeah. Thoughts on the broken sun? Well, I think this is how I feel. At this point, we know that the sun can't move. So I think some of the countries who sort of still have the LEDs happening need to rethink. I think at this point, it's like you just need to adjust because obviously the sun is not going to work. And what you don't want to have happen is have it look like there's a mistake. Because I think that there are still moments where you look back and it is just this blackness and it looks like it's blocking things happening behind it. So, yeah. Which act suffered the most with the sun? I think Lithuania, for me, was like the first time I noticed it. Albania, Latvia, I didn't really notice that anything was wrong with the sun. Lithuania is where I was like, oh no, oh no. In Ukraine, the sun looks amazing. I don't know what else to say about that. In Ukraine, the sun actually looks like really, really, really good. What? Sorry. Okay. Okay, so they are actually closing. So I guess this is just going to be a 6-minute stream, and I will pack up. Let's see. Oh my gosh, so many other comments. Let's just see if I can get some of these done really quickly. Someone said, when I saw Ukraine, I just knew they'd win. It did have that winner potential feel. It definitely did. Who had the worst styling choices? Croatia. The sun works. They just refuse to rearrange the running order. Well, I don't know if they can really do that now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they can really do that now. Taking account the broken sun, have your qualifiers changed? No, not based on the sun. Not based on the sun. But yes, based on some of the staging, my qualifiers have changed. I don't think Moldova's qualifying anymore. I'm worried for Albania, but I also get worried for songs that I just like. And with Portugal, it was nice. That is what I would say about Portugal. It felt nice, but I wonder if that niceness will then lack a punch that the entry might need to really stick in people's minds, especially with where it's falling in the running order. So that's a concern, I guess. What else do I have in here? Someone said, I think Lithuania's looks perfectly fine with the sun from what we saw. From what you saw. That's the difference. There were moments literally in the performance where you could see the LEDs where it was supposed to be something, and then it was just like the black sun. Like half of the sun, literally. So it was like, yeah, I guess I have to pack up. So this is what we're doing. And it closes at 7. And it opened kind of late, in my opinion. I feel like I'm used to being in the press room till 8 or 9. Maybe I just imagine that. Maybe we were not getting kicked out at 7. No. We had 8 or 9. Yeah. All right. Well, if you've never been to my channel before, welcome. I'm Alesia Michelle. I'm here in Turin, giving all of you these reactions, thoughts, real talk. We'll be back tomorrow to chat about this. If you love the Eurovision Song Contest and you're looking for someone to follow, I hope that you would consider giving me a subscribe. I'm telling you, I don't think that you'll regret it. And obviously, I'm going to probably go live on IG maybe tonight or something like that. That's what we'll do. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. Bye.